Welcome to today's Explainer. Okay, let's dive right into this because we are unpacking an absolutely fascinating thought experiment today. It sounds like the ultimate fantasy, but as you'll see, it quickly turns into a massive complex puzzle. We're talking about the infinite currency paradox. Now, if you've ever daydreamed about, winning the lottery or stumbling across a magic genie, this is essentially the ultimate version of that exact dream. But getting everything we want? Well, it might just be the quickest way to lose everything we have.
I want you to imagine opening up your bank account app right now, and instead of your usual balance, there's just an infinity symbol. What if you had unlimited money? And actually, not just you. What if every single person on Earth suddenly had a bank account that never ever ran dry? It's an incredibly exciting premise, right? Just the sheer thrill of knowing you could buy literally anything your heart desires without a second thought. But, and this is a huge but, this fantasy could become incredibly dangerous. Because when we pull the thread on this massive what if, the entire fabric of our society begins to unravel in ways you probably wouldn't expect.
Section 1. The Dream of Unlimited Money. Let's transition into the setup phase of our speculative journey here. A reality where every single person on Earth can suddenly spend without any limits.
Now, the immediate, genuinely utopian result of this scenario is that no one becomes poor anymore. Poverty is instantly erased. The tragic everyday realities of starvation, homelessness, or, not being able to afford basic medicine, all of those issues just vanish overnight. In these first few moments of our paradox, the world feels like it's finally achieved ultimate equality and peace. It's a beautiful thought, and we really have to recognize this initial massive wave of global relief.
Section 2. The Great Shopping Spree. This brings us to the first logical ripple of our thought experiment, our immediate human reaction to sudden, infinite wealth.
And this brilliantly illustrates what happens next. When financial limits completely evaporate, the entire human race goes on a dopamine-fueled shopping spree. Suddenly, everyone is buying mansions, they're clearing out luxury car dealerships, they're purchasing yachts and designer gear. A huge wave of euphoric, sudden excitement washes over the globe as we all chase these status symbols we could never afford before. Every single store, every dealership, every real estate office is just flooded with eager buyers who literally cannot run out of cash. I mean, it's a party on a global scale.
Section 3. When nobody needs to work. This is the twist, folks. Why would anyone show up to their jobs if they already have endless money? And that brings us to inflation, where products become expensive very quickly and money slowly loses its value. Think about it in the simplest terms. Fiat currency relies entirely on scarcity and mutual trust to actually work. When everyone has millions, but no one is showing up to the factory to manufacture new things, the supply completely collapses while the demand is infinite. If there are only 100 luxury cars left in the world because all the factory workers quit to go drive their own luxury cars, the price of that remaining car skyrockets to $1 billion and then $1 trillion. Ultimately, your infinite bank account becomes completely meaningless because there's just nothing left to buy.
So the crucial point is this brutal paradox we're left with. On the good side, we have no poverty or hunger at first. We achieve the ultimate good. But the bad side, money loses value completely. The trade-off is the absolute destruction of financial value. We solved the problem of lacking money, but in doing so, we literally destroyed the very concept of money itself. Without scarcity, that infinite bank balance is just useless numbers on a screen. The harsh reality starts setting in right on the heels of the greatest utopian dream.
Section 4. Empty Shelves and Broken Systems. We are now entering the tsunami phase of our narrative, where the global system entirely crashes. This chronological domino effect is breathtakingly fast. Step 1. People stop working. Mass walkouts create instant global labor shortages. Because nobody is working, we hit Step 2. Factories run out of products almost overnight. Then Step 3. Supply chains completely break. Cargo ships are just sitting abandoned in ports. Trucks are idling on highways. And to make matters even worse, Step 4 hits. Earth's resources are drained faster. Because of our massive initial shopping spree, the raw materials needed to make anything are now locked up in a fundamentally broken system.
And here is the severe reality of this collapse. Important services struggle to continue while environmental damage grows. We aren't just out of sports cars. Essential services collapse entirely. Hospitals are left without nurses, power plants have no engineers, water treatment facilities have no technicians. If money can't motivate these absolutely vital workers, the systems that physically keep us alive fail. We've basically traded an economic crisis for an immediate life-or-death survival crisis. At the exact same time, all that massive consumption drastically increased our energy and food demand, meaning environmental damage accelerates right when we've lost the infrastructure to actually fix it.
Section 5. What actually matters most. Now we move to the resolution phase, analyzing the massive social changes when the difference between rich and poor completely disappears.
So what happens next? Humanity is forced to create completely new systems to survive because our motivations have fundamentally changed. Look at the contrast here. In the old system, money drives the economy. In our new survival systems, money stops having meaning. Before, luxury items are unique. Now, luxury items lose uniqueness. I mean, a Rolex is basically worthless if everyone on your street has 10 of them. In the old world, people work for a paycheck. In the new world, barter or resource-based systems appear. We have to trade skills, like trading farming for electricity. Governments would literally have to mandate work or create entirely new motivational structures based on shared survival, rather than individual wealth, just to keep humanity alive.
We'll wrap up today's explainer with this final provocative thought. Unlimited money sounds perfect, but value, work, and resources are what truly support society. This paradox really forces us to look around our real world today and appreciate it in a totally different light. Money is, at the end of the day, simply a tool we use to organize human effort. It's the effort itself, the labor, the time, the raw materials of the earth that actually keeps the lights on, keeps food on our tables, and keeps civilization moving forward. So the next time you find yourself wishing for unlimited wealth, remember this paradox. If all the money in the world vanished tomorrow, what real tangible value would you bring to the new world?